all have those memories from childhood. Maybe you were told to not push a particular button, but you weren't really given a reason as to why it would not be a good idea to not push that button. And so there you go, you're standing there right by that button and you're going, that looks awfully tempting. I wonder what would happen if I actually did it. So what happens when you do it, right? A whole chain of events gets set in place. The only thing is at the beginning of that chain of events, you don't know if the action that you're going to take is going to wreak havoc, or if the action that you're going to take is actually going to bring a solution to the situation that you're dealing with. Now, somewhere in one area of your life or another, you're dealing with just such a scenario. You're feeling like you're having to wait too long to do something, or you feel like you're being restricted from doing something that you don't really understand why you can't do it. And you're feeling like this is something that you can't really stomach, and you're thinking about doing something about it. Now, what particular area of your life might this relate to? Well, that's going to be different for every single person. A lot of that will relate to where Mercury, Jupiter, and Mars are placed in your horoscope. But in addition to that, if you'd like a little more information about what areas of your life might be impacted by this present transit, please do feel free to schedule a consultation with me through the Astrological Services page of my website. If you'd like to do that, the link to my services page is placed above. So there you go. You find yourself in that position, your fingers hovering over the button. Do you push it or do you not push it? There you go. There's that pile of apples on a cart. And you've always heard that one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. But somewhere in the back of your mind you go, yeah, but if I overturn that apple cart, there'll be a lot of apples all over the ground everywhere. I can pick some up, my friends can have some, and maybe that one bad apple that would spoil the whole bunch will be revealed, and then I won't have to deal with that bad apple. Fact of the matter is, you're dealing with something that you feel like is restraining you, and you're going, well, maybe I'm just being impatient. Maybe I should give things a little more time. Maybe I should just try to, have some forbearance and sit through it. After all, I've been through many worse things in life, right? But then again, in the back of your mind, you're going, maybe life isn't just about going through horrible things. Maybe life isn't just about having restrictions in place that I have to abide by. Maybe life is about enjoying life. Maybe life ultimately is about having freedom. And so what area of your life, whatever area of your life I should say that restriction is coming from, you're ready for the brake to be removed so that you can set things in motion. The only thing is, you're not sure if you're going to do it. There's like this nervous energy. So what you've got going on is you've got Mercury presently transiting through Pushya Nakshatra. Pushya has a general tendency to bring limitations. It brings the concept of sacrifice to mind. Doing something because it makes sense, doing something because a restriction is going to help a situation. But when there's uncertainty as to whether a particular restriction is going to help a situation, then you're uncertain as to whether you want to sacrifice. Jupiter across the sky is transiting through Uttada Ashada Nakshatra. It's got an energy of going, do I persist? Or do I try to break through this restriction and come out the other side? I'd like a little more clarity in order to be able to really understand which of those I should do. And then you've got our good friend Mars transiting through Revati Nakshatra, stirring up a lot of sensitive energy. And all of this is making you feel like, I can do it, but if I do it, I might be ostracized for my actions. It might be seen as somehow being the wrong thing to do, but at the same time, it might be absolutely positively the right thing to do. Now, I know you're going, well, which one of those things should I do? Well, on a certain level, that's going to be different for each person because it's going to relate to your particular situation, right? But at the same time, the overall advice for this particular scenario actually is one of going, you know what? There's something that you're not seeing clearly. Now, it doesn't mean necessarily that that thing that you're not seeing clearly is something that it would tell you that you need to kind of have this restriction in place. It might be that you're just not seeing a way out of this restriction. It might be that you're not sure which action to take. It might be that you're not sure of the methodology in taking a particular action, or you could even be dealing with a situation where it is, like perhaps not the best thing for you to take action. And again, a lot of that depends on your personal horoscope. Whatever the case is, you're missing something. And you need to, at the moment, at least for a few more weeks, give time for things to become clearer before you take really strong action. And in regards to that really strong action and your need to be clearer, there's a piece of the puzzle that's missing, right? There's a last little bit of information that needs to fall in place that can give you the guidance just precisely in terms of how to proceed with the difficulty that you're dealing with. So for the moment, try to be patient. Don't necessarily dampen down that feeling that perhaps you should overturn the apple cart, because perhaps that apple cart needs to be overturned, just not at the present moment. Because if you upset that balance in the wrong way, all those apples could get smashed. If you upset that balance in the right way, just precisely the right way, all of that remains intact. Everything flows smoothly, and you end up in a much better scenario. Now, again, as I said, this is going to be different for each person, dependent upon which area of your life it's impacting. And if you would like a little bit more information on how it might be impacting you, once again, I do offer a vast range of astrological services. All of these are available through the astrological services page of my website. And if you're interested in scheduling with me, you can do that through the link that you'll see above. That's going to do it for this look at Mercury's transit through Pushya Nakshatra, which takes place from the 31st of July 2020 all the way through to the 7th of August 2020. Until next time, please do take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.